AI agents need access to your APIs. The question for many of us right now is how to provide that access without causing a maintenance burden for our team, generating low-quality code, or worse, causing a security risk. GraphQL, Apollo Skills, and Apollo MCP Server address these gaps as complementary layers of a complete agent API stack, and they can work together to help us write high-quality, safe operations which can get code delivered fast. You may already know that GraphQL solves the overfetching problem, returning only exactly the requested fields, and this matters in a world of tokens and context windows. But this isn't all. We're learning that agents can also work better for us when we give them a structure to work with, and that's exactly why GraphQL is a win here. The schema defines every type, field, and argument. Agents can explore the schema before writing a single operation, instead of just firing out API call after API call until something works. Invalid field? The schema says so before the query is even constructed. Wrong argument type? Caught before any request is made. GraphQL ensures our agents construct valid operations without the trial and error. Consider this query. It works, but it's anonymous, which makes it harder to identify in server logs and debugging tools. It also uses a hard-coded ID, so isn't reusable, and it omits the ID field, preventing cache normalization in Apollo client. An experienced developer would write something like this. It's a named operation with variables, and it includes an ID for caching. These details compound across a codebase. But how do you teach that to an agent? Enter Apollo Skills. Skills encode this knowledge as reusable modules for AI coding tools. When an agent writes GraphQL, the Apollo GraphQL operations skill guides it toward named queries, proper variables, and cache-friendly field selection. When an agent designs a schema, the GraphQL schema skill enforces intentional nullability and proper list patterns. Our agents can now write valid, high-quality GraphQL, which means they can also write a valid mutation that sets every product's price to 0. The question isn't quality anymore, it's about controlling access. A query that retrieves a user's name is safe. A mutation that updates billing, well, that needs a tighter leash. Apollo MCP Server exposes GraphQL operations as MCP tools that agents can call, but you decide which operations. The agent can invoke, but not improvise. And the search tool for read access, where agents can find types and construct queries, but only against the schema surface you expose. Most teams mix these. Predefined operations for writes, search for reads. Your agents don't just write good operations, they execute them within boundaries you set. Each layer contributes something pretty unique and useful. GraphQL provides that typed contract, skills provide knowledge, and Apollo MCP Server provides that controlled execution. Each layer provides value independently while adding on to the next. You can adopt GraphQL today, add skills next, and then use Apollo MCP Server. Check out my blog where I dive into it all in more detail.